Before the break, we were joined by Mick Lynch, the General Secretary of the RMT Union. And I'm delighted to say now we're joined by former editor of The Sun, Kelvin MacKenzie. Kelvin, thank you for joining us this morning. What do you make of this proposed industrial action by the RMT?
By the way, I thought that was an absolutely shocking piece of PR on behalf of the RMT by the General Secretary. That his dissembling on most of these important issues was simply disgraceful. So let's just deal with what the country has done for the RMT and its 40,000 employees, 20,000 of whom have had pay rises over the last couple of years. And the fact that the train system even functions today is entirely due to the fact that the government has nationalised everything. And were it not for being nationalised, the train system wouldn't be there at all. So we're all paying to keep these 40,000 Herberts in a job. The bottom line on this is this. There is a pay rise to be had and a deal to be had. Everybody accepts that. These are difficult times. Everybody accepts that. And were the government to signal to the RMT, who are getting their pay rise, as you alluded to in your question, on the back of ordinary workers being used as the battering ram because our working life is so intrinsically linked with transport that if there is no transport, there's a very good job that our economy goes backwards and people lose their jobs. They are using ordinary people as a battering ram for this. Let's face what they face, right? First of all, there's no chance. They're asking for an 11% pay rise or something absolutely absurd, right? Secondly, 2,500 of the RMT workers are going to be laid off because their jobs are no longer required. Why are they no longer required? Because 25% of the passenger traffic is no longer going to the station anymore. Why? There's two reasons for this. The main one being, that some people with COVID don't want to do it, so that's a small one. But the other one is that people are now working in different ways. COVID has brought in an industrial revolution into our country. People are working 3 days a week rather than 5 days a week going to their office. They're going 3 days to the office, 2 at home, right? Now, this particularly affects London and the southeast because we uniquely across Europe have a commuter system where people travel huge amounts of distance in order to get to their place of work. That world has gone in the same way as I don't have to come to the GB studio in Paddington to give my rather centre-right views, shall we say. I can do this from my rather nice area of the country. So there is one other issue. The government cannot and must not pay this blackmail, because if they do, the queue of other state workers will be literally 10 times round the block.